Hey everybody, it's Rob again, and we got the Pepper Putz and Mr. Jalapeno here, and yeah, we're gonna do another tasting on some of the pods that we got from Mr. Charles P. You know Charles P. He's out all the way, or he's all around, and I don't know what was funny about that, but okay. So anyway.
Oh, I was just laughing at the fact that we're starting with the habanero, which I would assume the habanero is probably going to be the hottest of.
Okay, then we'll start on the other end. Which one would you like to start with?
I like that red Murupi. It looks pretty interesting.
Okay. So we have the red Murupi that was sent, and that's what it looks like in its full form. Let's get rid of the stem here.
Of course, we have to excavate some seeds out.
Yeah, and let's see if I can cut this like...
Oh, jeez. The smell is instantly just heat.
Just both of us right at the same time.
I think all three of us got it. But I didn't get it dang near as strong as you guys did. Holy cow.
It's just all of a sudden I just smelled pepper and it just burned its way right up my nose, and it was just, oh goodness.
That was wonderful. Just simultaneous. Whoa!
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, I must say. And here's what it's looking like on the inside of it. Not a huge placenta.
Not much for seeds either, actually.
No, just a few. And we're back. The battery in the camera just decided to die. Luckily, Mr. Pepper Putz here was able, or heard the camera shut down, so...
Mr. Paul did as well.
Okay. Anyway, we were able to take and put a new set of batteries in, and yeah, here we are back again. So that's what it looks like. Quite the interesting. I don't know how I'm going to cut this in thirds.
I will say, as compared to the Helix Nebula from the other day, this one's quite a bit more shiny inside.
Choose your weapon. That was a mistake.
It was less mistake than that one.
Yeah, mine's mostly placenta.
No, his is mostly placenta.
Make sure there's no more seeds hiding in this here fold.
I can fix that.
Alright, we're good.
Don't be pulling it out.
I'd like to note Paul's cheating by removing his placenta.
Shh. They don't need to know that.
Okay, so the red Murupi, the fragrance on it has calmed down quite a bit since we first cut into it.
Yeah, I'd say it's it's making my mouth water, but it's more similar to like a jalapeno scent now than it originally was.
It smells pretty much like a regular pepper at this point in time.
To me, I don't know if it's just my sense of smell, but I'm almost smelling like the exact same smell as like a scorpion pepper just right there.
No.
It's got that same kind of bitter, peppery kind of smell to it.
I think you and Adam have the same problem, and that's scorpions in large doses wreck you for life.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I suppose.
We're ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Charles. Not a whole lot for taste. Pretty quick heat from my piece.
Any little bit for like oil that was in there, like as I was putting it in my mouth, I brushed like the inner corner of my lip, and that instantly started on fire there. So I'm guessing it's a very quick heat pepper.
Wow.
Okay, this one has surprised me.
That's almost starting to hit ahi, like raw ahi pods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's starting to settle down now, but it came up slow. It was a slow creeper up. But there's a problem. I got a piece of it stuck in the roof of my mouth and I can't get it off.
Yeah, I can't feel the tip of my tongue currently, but Good pepper.
Sorry.
As far as taste, I would almost say, I don't know why, but the first thing that popped to my head was like a cherry berry type taste when I first bit into it.
Like a black cherry flavor almost, yeah.
There you go. And then the heat set in, and then I kind of lost the taste. But now I'm just kind of tasting that like earthy, capsaicin-y taste. Now that the pepper taste itself is kind of worn off.
I would agree with you there.
Well, when I first bit into it, I got like half a second of almost a citrus and almost a bitter at the same time. And I was like, what the heck? Because I've never had the two of them together. And then, like I said, half a second later, it wore off and then the heat started. It's not a really hard, heavy heat. But yeah, it's
definitely present.
yeah, and it's at the tip of the front half of the tongue is where I'm getting it, and the roof of my mouth because I have a piece still stuck there.
I'm not having so much problems with my mouth before. I'm still just having problems with the corner of my lip where I brushed it.
Oh,
I'm afraid for later when I rub my face.
don't rub your face. Okay.
Careful what you wish for, right?
We'll just rub each other's face. Getting sweat in my eye. Help me out. Ah! That way we don't blind ourselves. We blind each other.
No, I think we'll pass on that one. All right. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty decent one. I wouldn't call this fruity, so this is more of a earthy type flavor because I didn't get like blueberry or anything else. Just that split second of almost a citrus, and then it was nothing. Heat at this point in time is down to, I don't even think it's hot habanero type heat at the moment. So it's quick to come up, quick to dissipate.
It's more of a flash in the pan kind of pepper. It'll be there the moment you bite into it and gone the next minute.
Another good powder pepper. Not a snacking pepper anyway.
Yeah, not one that I would sit and snack on myself. Come on. I need to sharpen this knife. Okay, so this is the Bulgarian carrot. And since I stuck my finger in my mouth, I'm not going to touch the pepper with it. And let's see what this one looks like inside. I didn't show it too much. That's what it looks like before I slice it up.
Essentially a baby carrot.
Yeah, it
with
looks,
a pepper stem.
yeah, it looks like a baby carrot. Not getting any overly potent fragrance from it right away.
Yeah, the Murupi definitely screamed out its heat level right away.
It said, I am here. Alright.
There's a fair bit of seeds in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, as compared to the other.
It's a fair good amount of seeds.
Yep. Again, it smells like a pepper. Well, you know, you get into some of those peppers and they smell like more like a lemon or an apple in some cases.
I would say more, yeah, like the Kang lemon starburst or the ahi lemon. Those ones, yeah, if it's got more of a fruity name, you tend to smell the fruit and taste it a little better.
Gotta get that seed out. You know, the heat's all right in there. Gotta mild it down for us.
Oh, don't even go there. You're gonna take and create more people that are gonna believe that myth. Alright, so there's the seeds off of those. It's got a few.
You can prove seeds add heat. I'll believe the earth is flat.
Oh, don't even go there.
70 conspiracy theorists jump right on the end of this video. Actually.
Don't even go there. I like to remain where I am, you know? Alright, you guys can pick between those pieces. I grabbed the smallest
I
one.
keep getting the big one.
All right,
It's gonna be
here,
fun.
give me I'll take a slice off the side of that one. That way it's a little more equal.
Whoop.
And even simpliciter with it.
I accidentally touched my cheek with a finger I handled that Murupi with. That feels warm.
No. I would like to point out before I eat this one, kind of odd. Since the Murupi's been sitting in my stomach, I just burped, and the taste has changed from the original, and it's giving me almost more of like a chili pepper taste, now that it's like in a digestion mode.
It's weird.
Just, yeah, odd. Because normally they have about the same taste all the way through.
And I just belched, and you're right. It does have a different taste in a belch.
Just one of those odd facts.
All right. Ready with this one? This is the Bulgarian carrot.
Oh boy, carrots.
Cheers.
Yay.
Oh, real thick wall on this one.
It actually tastes like a carrot.
Very crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. First impressions when I bit into it, I got a very, very like sweet, watery kind of flavor with it.
See, mine, I got more of that planty taste with it. Like underripe jalapeno.
I didn't get any flavor with it. I couldn't tell you what kind of flavor it was. I could tell the consistency. It's got a tough wall on it. It's really crunchy. And it took a while to get through the wall and everything else. But I got no real flavor out of it unless it's still covered up by the Murupi. And yeah, heat level's coming up on it.
It's very much a creeper kind of heat. It's working its way from the back of my throat towards the tip of my tongue.
Yep. Oh yeah, this one's hotter.
Yeah, I would say that. I'm getting it directly at the back of my tongue and directly at the tip of my tongue, but the middle of my tongue has gone completely dead zone as far as feeling anything right now.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely hotter. I think this one would be another one that would be good in a powder.
See, now, the Murupi had more of that, I don't know how to describe it. It was more of like squeezing pain.
More of like a punch factor to it. Right
Whereas
off
the
bat.
Bulgarian carrot here, the pain is more of like continuous bee sting, paper cut type burn. It's a different burn entirely from the red Murupi. I'm actually getting more of a sting than a like feeling like my mouth is being, like Paul said, punched or squeezed or.
Because yeah, like you said, when I first bit into that Murupi, it was like the heat instantly just kind of hit every portion of my mouth and then kind of worked its way towards the tip of my tongue. Whereas with the carrot, it was more so like someone was taking a very hot, or like a piece of metal and warming it up in my mouth to the point to where it would start to sting afterwards.
Definitely sizzles the carrot.
Yeah, I had a piece stuck on the side of my mouth.
They're just getting
And I-
stuck all over the place with
Yeah.
your Rub.
Oh,
Oh.
trademark sweat going on here.
Yeah. All right. Let's take and pause this for a second.
We'll be back in a bit.
All right, we're back, and yeah, the Bulgarian carrot was supposed to be what, 30 to 60,000 on the Scoville?
30,000 max.
30,000 max. And the red Murupi is supposed to be
60,000 max.
60,000 max. The red Murupi was just fine. This Bulgarian carrot was probably 2 to 3 times hotter than the red Murupi, and I'm wondering if we got one of the roulette peppers like you did get with the shishitos, where they're all just finding that 1 in 10 just blows you away, because that hit a whole lot hotter than I was honestly expecting. That should not have been that hot. That should, oh. And mind you, it's about 15 minutes later after we hit the pause button, so we can all calm down, but my tongue is still very much on fire.
I'm still feeling a little bit of heat in the back of my mouth. I called shenanigans the moment I found out the 2 Scoville comparisons and realizing the Bulgarian was actually hotter.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot hotter. Your thoughts?
I just think this is hilarious. I enjoyed it.
I mean,
I just went along for the ride. Everyone else scattered.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go wash my hands, and I had another piece stuck on my teeth, so I had to get that out. And a stuck piece, and it just keeps feeding and feeding and feeding.
This one's the scary one, though. The yellow lightning habanero.
what are we rating? Did you look this one up beforehand?
We can't find an exact number.
I did look it up on the break. Yeah, there is no exact number. The things that are as comparison to it and other lightning pods of a habanero variety range between 150 to 350,000. So about 3 to 4 times hotter than that there carrot at 30,000. Or if not, no, it'd be like almost 10 times hotter at 30,000.
Okay, now that's got a hot smell to it, or a hot odor to it, or fragrance.
Oh yeah, I can smell that.
And
over
I
here.
think on this one I'm going to tap out. I'm just teasing, of course.
We are not eating thirds of this one.
We're
Yeah,
eating
this is-
halves? I'm sitting out, you two are eating halves?
No, you and Devin are eating half. I get to sit out and watch.
You're funny.
I'll lick a piece and then somebody can eat it.
I am in a state of confusion because... Okay, there's a couple of seeds. There are so few seeds in this one, it's not even funny.
You can tell they're good peppers, Charles, because every time I burp, I'm just getting really good chili taste, and it's making me hungry. You're a mad genius.
Oh, whoever made the cross is a mad genius. Charles is just the instigator of the madness coming to us.
I can see that.
Alright. So as far as placenta goes, was a little bit up in the edges, but very, very few
Ooh.
seeds in it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I could smell, like, when Rob lifted that plate, I could smell the heat from the distance I was. It's got a nice fragrance to it.
I want to note that more or less where the pepper was bent, that's kind of where the placenta stopped. It goes from the stem down to the bend, and that was all we really had. Everything else is gone there.
I was hoping to do that one-handed.
I'm letting these guys decide how big a piece they actually want. Oh, don't be a wimp.
Fine, fine.
You can be a real boy, but I don't want to.
Spicy food. Ha
So yeah, we're just taking slivers.
I suppose I'll die.
Well, then die with that piece.
Just sees a hot pepper. Guess I'll die.
Alright. Yellow lightning habanero.
Oh man.
Again, it's got... I must not have a really great sense of smell because I can either smell hot or I can smell pepper. Now these I smell pepper. I don't smell that really hot
See, I'm getting
capsaicin
kind of
type.
both, the hot and the pepper.
I'm smelling more hot than pepper on my end. But it might just be because of the last few peppers I've smelled, it's all stuck in my nose.
Good luck, everyone.
1, 2, 3. I lose.
Alright.
Cheers.
We all do the same thing, just wait.
Alright, do it this time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys went ahead of me.
I'm actually getting just a lot of water out of this one.
Yeah, this is really juicy. It's got a nice thick wall on it. It's not as crunchy, but it's got a real good texture to it.
Right away, I got like a citrusy kind of flavor, or like a sweet berry kind of flavor with it as well. Almost like a fresh picked grape of all things.
Yeah. Or like an apple peel.
That too.
Not much for heat though, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It's creeping. I can feel it creeping.
Yeah, I can feel it, but that's what I'm saying. Surprised, like the other two, it was almost instantaneous. With this one, it's actually, I don't have anything, and I've just got like the tiniest bit starting to like crawl its way back up out of my throat right now.
That had definitely a unique flavor to it. I haven't tasted that actual specific type flavor before. So that's got a very unique flavor, and yeah, I'd say it's more on the fruity side. Had a nice, pleasant flavor to it.
Okay, I need to ask because I need to know if I'm going crazy. Is anybody getting like a little bit of like a mozzarella cheese flavor at the end there?
No, but it's almost like
I could see it maybe.
I think the sweetness is more like a cream type stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking. Like a creamy cheese flavor is kind of what I'm getting
like
towards the end of
that.
it. That was a very enjoyable. I think we were all very scared over nothing on this one.
Yeah, I think you're right too. See the piece he took?
Hopefully some for you.
Yeah, but
You took that
I'll try another small
tiny
piece.
little.
And this one has got placenta in it.
There we go. Now I'm getting it. Feeling that somebody sprinkled some black pepper on my back teeth.
Just that burst of juice right away.
It'd be a nice kind of pepper if you were to like fry it up with like all the juice still inside. It'd still leave a nice crunch to it.
I was actually, out of all three peppers, that one is hitting me as the mildest. I would still say that that's less than the red Murupi to me and less than the Bulgarian carrot by like 100%.
Charles, did you use some like voodoo magic to switch around all the Scoville units and all of these? Because it seems like the hottest one was the most mild, and then vice versa on that.
Okay, this piece that I got this time, I definitely have some heat with it. Oh, and it's building.
See, I've got heat too, but it's not. It knocked it up another notch, but it's not like throw me down. Like the Bulgarian carrot, I would definitely say that was one of the few where I was kind of debating on getting a drink myself. But no, this habanero isn't.
I would absolutely take something like this, powder it, and like sprinkle it on popcorn. I think that would be a really good flavor to add to something like that.
All of my heat is concentrated in the back of my throat, and I'm wondering if I got a piece stuck back there.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that because I'm getting the same thing. With that piece I took, I could definitely tell the heat kicked up another notch, but it's really just sitting back along here for me.
Yeah, it's all back of the throat right now. My mouth is feeling nothing. It's all back of the throat.
I think mine just re-kicked my Bulgarian carrot back in because the tip of my tongue is starting to sting again finally.
You say finally like that's a good thing.
It is. I was actually quite disappointed because like I was 150 to 300,000 and I'm like, okay. Now I'm finally starting to get the heat from it, so it's a pepper. Yay!
And it's already subsiding. It was like a ramp up, hold it for a little bit, and now it's on the downhill on the other side. But just intense back of the throat. This is one of the first things I've had that's been an intense, right in that small area back of the throat.
I can definitely tell the heat is there though because yeah, from the break I stopped sweating and now I'm back to sweating pretty profusely again.
Same as well. I'm starting to definitely realize I'm perspirating quite heavily. Overall, I would absolutely 10 out of 10 eat that pepper again, given the opportunity.
The opportunity has arisen.
Yeah, he offered. He said 10 out of 10. He would
Might
do
as
it
well.
again. I'm just waiting for him to be like, bad idea. Fall out of his chair.
Well, now I think I've got a little bit more bragging rights over you two at this point. I've eaten like 2/3 of the pepper at this point. But yeah, great flavor. Would absolutely eat again.
But I think bragging rights should go to Charles because he grew them and sent them.
That too. Thank you, Charles. Really appreciate the peppers. I don't know if I'm going to appreciate that bootlow one day, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see on that one. Oh, so that is 3 more peppers out of the box that I received from Mr. Charles Polk, Charles P. You can follow Charles on, or find him on YouTube, and he's got great updates on his garden and his grows and everything else, so you can go and check him out there. He's also on the PLC, and you can find his posts there and follow him along on there too. Charles also makes a whole bunch of different sauces. That's one of the main reasons why he grows the peppers, and the sauces are fantastic. So when they come back into supply and he starts selling them again, you might want to make sure that you get your hands on some because, yeah, they're really good. So Charles, thank you very much again. I greatly appreciate it. And any closing words for you?
Thank you all for watching. I enjoyed this, Rob. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Thank you guys, I guess, both for enjoying the peppers with me.
I'm allowing you to enjoy them.
Again, round of thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone who's already been stated. You know, these are really good peppers. Really enjoy them. So, thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, with that said, I think we'll take and close this video out. I want to thank you very much as well for watching, and you know, there's that like button, subscribe button, and notification button down below. You can always hit those if you haven't already. And comments usually get back to people within a day or so, and you just had to do it, didn't you? Alrighty.
Should we do this all in one big
No.
coordination?
No. I don't even want to hear you guys say it.
See you later.
So long.
And bye. Oh, you guys. Is it recording?
Yeah.
So in other words,
That's going in.